you. Now, forget flowers and chocolates on Valentine's Day. According to a recent survey, more than half of us would prefer a good old-fashioned love letter.
Yes, but for one couple, Olga and Cyril from Sheffield, the 1,000 love letters that they sent to each other during World War II were more than just a token gesture, as their children, Sue and Peter, discovered.
4 years, sweetheart, and I'm more in love with you now than ever before.
Surely we'll be lucky enough next year to spend our 5th one together. After both our parents had died, I found this bundle of letters.
The letters are just peppered with touching words of love, and Dad was actually quite romantic. And here we are together again at the usual time, saying good night and knowing tomorrow is but another day nearer reunion. Love and kisses, Cyril.
They got married a few months after World War II was declared, so they must have known that my father was going to be called up.
He went round the South Africa coast, up through the Suez and to Cairo, and that was where Dad's war started. The light is slowly fading. There's a full moon out over the palm trees, whose graceful fronds are waving in the evening sea breeze.
Mum died when she was very young, relatively. She was only 54, she died of cancer, and I was in my early 20s. And it's only really through these letters that I've come to know her as a person. You've been gone over 5 months now. Somehow the time has passed, I don't quite know how. Sometimes when I think about it, it seems nothing short of a miracle that I should have lived through it, and yet I have. I feel very proud of what they made of a very difficult situation. It's so easy to drift apart when you're not in regular contact, and those letters did keep them in their own minds in regular contact. I don't think they were ever out of each other's thoughts. It isn't as though I'm short of friends. I have many, and have made many more in the course of my work, but no one can quite take your place.
I do feel that it was the letters that kept him grounded in amongst these extraordinary times. One of the last letters that he wrote, that he felt that he had been living on the edge of eternity. We've still got a hard road to travel in this world gone mad. Somehow, I don't care how long and difficult the future may be, so long as we're together. In his own mind, I think it was the expression of love through these letters were just hugely important to each of them. And so in this fantasy, my darling, we'll say goodbye to our day, rich in its memories of our happy past and glowing with hopes of happy future. So good night, my love. Good night.
Well, how heartwarming was that? And Peter and Sue are here this evening. Well done for writing all of this into this beautiful book, because Sue, you typed up all 1,000 letters in
Well,
there.
I did have a little bit of help.
Oh, go on. Who from?
It's from a friend of mine called Hilary, but it took her 3 years to actually type them up. And the whole project took over 5 years, because I then had to organise them, and I organised them into the order in which our mother received them and sent them, because it was quite a muddle getting and receiving letters during the war, as you can imagine.
Absolutely.
It is such a romantic story, though. Peter, has this romance from your parents rubbed off on you?
You better ask my wife. She's had a going on down here. But everybody it's brought the whole family together in a wonderful way. This is a side of your parents that you normally think of as providing the mortgages and taxi rides, and all of a sudden you realise they had this wonderful, loving life together during an incredibly difficult period of our history.
Well, listen, thank you for sharing the story with us tonight. Just very quickly, just turn that book round. The title of it, there you go, look. Good evening, sweetheart. Is that your mum or your dad who would write that?
They both wrote it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was... Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Okay.
So lovely. And if you'd like to read the letters written by Olga and Cyril, they're available in the archive at the Imperial War Museum.